Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna go ahead and say right away, I apologize if this angle is weird, if I'm not quite in the frame I need to be. I actually am not using a monitor, and I already started the look that I'm going to do because I tried to film this video one time before already and my camera equipment just kind of shut down on me, so I have not been able to film because I have not been able to get everything up and running. But I was like, I just want to get a video out there. I don't want to lose my momentum. So we're going to try this out today anyway. I'm going to try my best to get this video up for you guys for the Monday upload. As you guys can probably tell from the title, I am going to be testing out a Five Below eyeshadow palette. It is this palette from Five Below. It's by the brand Style Essentials and it's called the Rose Quartz palette. Basically, we are just going to be doing a fun little funky look and we're going to have fun with it, and hopefully you guys get to see everything, and I am actually in camera and in frame. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I already started by picking up this shade here. This is the shade Blushing, and I'm gonna just add a little bit more to this actually. I just packed it on the lid and started to do a little bit of blending out, but I'm gonna actually just build this up a little bit more. So I really do like these shadows, which I have learned from when I first tried to film this video for you guys. They're really nice and they're pretty easy to work with. I would say the only issue I actually have with them is that they're not quite as vibrant and necessarily as true to color as they could be. And by that I just mean this comes off more of a red in the palette, but on your eyes it's very much more of like a pink, like maybe like a fuchsia almost. And it is just a little bit more pastel-like than I thought it was going to be. So that's definitely something to kind of consider. I will say that I'm not necessarily having to, like, I'm building it up, but I don't have to go in too much. I definitely swirl my brush around to get the color that I need, but I don't feel like I'm digging into the palette to get it. And that's awesome because we have to remember the price point of this palette is $5. So that's pretty amazing. And I personally experienced no staining the first time I wore this eyeshadow palette, so I just want to put that out there as well. So we have our base color down. It looks like we could be going to like a hip disco. Obviously we would need to have this way more blended out, but I'm not having it fully blended because I'm going to be blending this shadow out more with another shade. I'm doing a technique that I believe was popularized by a makeup artist known as, I don't want to get his name wrong, but I think it's Mitchell, like that's what he has his thing as on Instagram. And a lot of people have been using this technique that he definitely made popular. I don't know who like originated it. It could have been him, but I don't think it was. So we're just going to go in with doing that technique a little bit today. So for that, I'm going to be picking up this brush here. This is actually a brush I got off of Amazon. I don't know the name. I think it's Fayon maybe, I don't know, but we're going to go ahead in and we're going to pick up the shade Stargazer, which is this shade right here, this very pretty pink shade, and we are just going to blend out this shadow up top. So this one is definitely more of like your Barbie pink, like it's has like a purpley pink feel to it. So it's not like a perfect match to this, but it works. And I'm rounding this out just a tad because I want to do like a little bit of a rounded look, but I might still do a little wing there, I don't know. But I'm rounding this out. And if you're afraid of working with pinks, I would say just take your time. Get a palette like this. It's inexpensive, but it still has pigment and it allows you to play with the pinks and work with them so that you kind of understand, like, this is how I do pinks, this is how I do this, this is how I do that. It's going to really help you with your experience when working with more vibrant colors. So I'm going to bring this shade down just a tad so that we don't have any harsh lines and it looks much more like a gradient, which is what we want. And then I'm gonna just lightly bring it right back up. And as you can see, I don't want like crazy amounts of pigment in this transition area. So this is pigmented enough itself, but I'm holding my brush handle towards the bottom, and that way I still have control, but it's much less pressure, which allows me to kind of do exactly what I need to do. And it's kind of funny because like I know what I'm doing and it's almost second nature at this point. I don't even always think to say or realize that I'm doing it. I'm just doing it out of habit. But if you are a person that's learning and you want to know like, how do I do this without making it so scary, like pressure and control and handling of the brushes really aids you a lot in looks like these, because you can avoid going too ham in areas where you don't need to go that ham, you know what I mean? Now we're going to take an even tinier brush. This is the Luxie 121 mini tapered blending brush. We're going to take this little tiny baby brush and we are going to pick up that shade Dusty Rose in the palette, which is right here, and we're just going to take a little bit of this and we're going to go right above and just do that final little bit of a gradient color and kind of try and tie this look together a little bit more. Yeah, that's perfect right there. And this is again like a very like Barbie bubbly gum pink, and I'm super into it. And I am bringing this up very high because I'm all in with this right now. I want this to look stunning and good, and ooh, I love dramatic eyeshadow like this, so I'm super into it. And this is $5. Like, that's the crazy thing. This wasn't even like $300, $30. You know, some eyeshadow palettes are crazy expensive. This was $5, and I'm not saying it's like the quality of like an Anastasia Beverly Hills or even like a Natasha Denona or like an Auntie Pat McGrath. I'm just saying that this is a quality eyeshadow palette, at least the shades that I've tried, and I'm impressed. So I really am digging the matte look, but I'm a shimmer queen. I really love stuff that's like shimmery and glowy. So I do want to add just a little touch of something so that like when I close my eyes, I'm kind of like, So I actually really loved this shade the last time when I tried to film this video. This is the shade Obsessed, and it's appropriately named because I'm literally obsessed with this shade. I don't have another shade like it, and I feel like it just adds something beautiful to the look. So I'm going to put this right here in the center, and it's just going to bring everything together, and I might even darken the ends a little bit. I don't know, we'll see, but let's go ahead and add that in. I do know that this shade Obsessed is pretty subtle. Like, it looks very like wow vibrant, but it's actually very subtle, especially against this color, because it's basically this color with like some more shimmery pigment to it. But I don't want it to be like, I want it to kind of be like a little subtle touch of something. So I don't know that I'm going to spray my brush. I'm just going to apply it straight on there. And I don't even know how well you can see that, but it's literally just adding like a little beautiful little hint of something there. I think I might actually spray my brush, so it's just that you guys can see it a little bit more. I'm picking up a little bit more, and I am going to spray my brush. There we go. So again, I don't even know how well you guys can see this, or if you can see it at all, but I feel like it just gives that perfect little bit of like shimmer to the look that I want. You know, it just adds something there. It just makes it a little bit more vibrant. So I'm into it. And I will say there's fallout. Like, I have fallout on my desk. I know I will probably have some fallout on my face. Like, be prepared for the fallout, but it's kind of worth it, right? I'm picking up this Morphe brush from their iCredible set. I'm going to pick up actually the shade Midnight. I'm going straight in with the black because I feel like I don't use blacks enough on camera. So we are going to just add in a little bit of dimension here and here, just for fun, just to see what happens, basically. And I'm just going to pop it here. Now this black to me is a little bit more like charcoaly than like true black, but it does its job. Alright, so to go on top of that black, just to help it blend a little bit better, I'm going to take the shade Plumeria, and I'm going to pick that up. That's this beautiful purple shade right here, and I'm just going to pop that right on the area where the black already was and help this to blend into those pinky shades a little bit better. I would say so far the black has been the hardest to blend out, but it does blend. I'm just going to very quickly hop off camera, do the rest of my face, and I'll be right back. Very quickly, we're going to do under the eye. My eye right here is watering, so I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm starting to have some separation down there. That's not like the eyeshadow's fault or anything. My eyes have just been very watery. This time of the year, they just get super watery and it's very annoying. But like wintertime and spring into summer, so bad. But yeah, so we're just gonna like keep pushing through and do underneath the eyes. I'm just gonna pick up this little brush from Luxie. It is the 131 mini angled brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Stargazer. That was our main kind of pre-transition shade, and I'm just going to pop this underneath the lash line, and that's going to be our lower lash line color. I'm seeing like a little bit of separation, the glue is drying, it's a mess, whatever. I'm going to actually go in and add a little bit more of that blushing shade underneath instead of just Stargazer, because Stargazer is not doing it for me. Much better. Very quickly, I did highlight with this Profusion Lumizer 1 palette, and I really enjoyed it. I used it the time that I tried to originally film this video as well, and it's in the shade Heartfelt, which is this beautiful shade right here. It's like a rose goldy shade, and it just looks so beautiful. I'm really into it, so I'm really enjoying that. Oh, an inner corner highlight. We totally need to get an inner corner highlight going on in here. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean off this brush very quickly, and I'm going to pick up this shade Sunkissed, this little shade here, and we're going to just pop this in the inner corner and see what happens. I'm hoping that it's, you know, bright enough. Yeah, that works. I got a little, carried a little too far over there, so I just want to blend that a tad bit if I can. I'm just going to take this and just kind of... So I'm just going to take my ColourPop BFF3 liner. And now I'm going to be picking up this Ruby Kisses matte lipstick in the shade Nude Rose. And on top of that, I'm going to be taking this LA Colors High Shine Shea Butter Lip Gloss, and this is in the shade Dollface. And this is actually a little bit deeper than the rest of the lips, so I'm going to actually do, instead of doing like on the center, I'm going to do on the outside and kind of like lightly blend it in. Alright guys, and this is your completed look. I love this look. I think it's so beautiful. I love the eyeshadow. I love the way it played together. I wish my inner corner highlight, it's a little janky right now, I'm gonna ignore that. But I really love all the products that I used, and I just really think this eyeshadow palette is totally worth your money. For $5, you get such beautifully pigmented shadows. They're really easy to work with, and you can create some really fun looks. There are really great options in that palette, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed it and that you guys, you know, check it out. If you guys like this look, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below, let me know what you think. Let me know what other videos you want to see. Subscribe, come hang out and join this family, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. I upload every Monday and Friday, and we just have a lot of fun over here. So thank you guys all so much. I love you all, and I will see you guys on Friday. Bye, my loves.